we're having fun because we're having fun on the podcast. I'm Mark.
I'm Krista.
Yeah.
It's spooky season still.
It's still spooky season. Can't deny it. It's scary out there. So, we're spooked. So, what's up?
What's up?
Cool. What's up? All right. I don't have any news. You got any news?
Remember a few weeks back when I was like, yeah, I heard a rumor that Harrison Ford's going to be joining the MCU as Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah. There's still, did they confirm something?
I've read that it was confirmed, but I don't know.
Oh, really? I hadn't read there's confirmation on that, but I did hear there was rumors about it.
Yeah, so.
Let's see. Oh, that's Harrison Bader. He's a baseball player. It's not. Oh my gosh, Harrison Bader's going to be Thunderbolt Ross. Center fielder for the Cardinals.
What?
Let's see. Any new news?
Yeah, check and see if it's confirmed.
Maybe. Some articles kind of allude to it. Yeah. Looks like it's confirmed by Variety. So that's cool.
So I guess you guys heard it here first. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Like weeks ago.
Yeah, we're breaking that news.
Speaking of Harrison Ford, though, again, there was a... oh gosh, what is his name? Now I can't think of his name. The guy who played Short Round. It's like Kwan is his last name. Like Ki Hui Kwan or something like that.
I have no idea.
Anyway, he was at D23 and Harrison Ford was at D23.
Yeah, they had a little reunion.
And they had a little reunion and it was so cute. They had pictures of them together, like hugging and smiling. And I was like, oh, look, Harrison Ford does know how to smile. I forgot.
There is joy in that heart. It died when he lost that guy being, when he didn't come back for number 3.
I guess so.
Such a shame.
It'd be really cute if he showed up for the one that they have been working on. But yeah. I'm sure it's probably already
My feeling is, how can you not smile around that guy?
Right.
He seems so
He's so
great.
he's so cute. I like him. He just seems like such a little ray of sunshine.
Yeah, he does. It does. Well,
it's like every time I see him somewhere, he's just like smiling and having a good time. I'm like, aw, you're adorable. So anyway, I like that. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah. What do you think about him being Thunderbolt Ross?
I don't really care because...
Guess he's going to be a bad guy,
He would be a bad guy, yeah.
I mean, it's the perfect role for him. Gruff, angry for no reason.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
Very
type
true.
Character.
Very true.
It's very Harrison Ford these days. So
I mean, there you go.
It's good casting.
Plus, it would mean we get him in the MCU, even if it's just for like a brief time. Mm-hmm. Even if it's just like one movie.
Yeah, because he's getting up there, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he probably doesn't have many left in him.
Well, I mean, also, I don't think they're going to do much with Thunderbolt Ross.
I mean, he's a big deal. He becomes the Red Hulk, so...
Yeah, but do you really think they're going to make him into the Red Hulk?
That'd be great if he does. I mean, it would be kind of perfect for him. He doesn't have to actually act. He can just do voices, and they just CGI a Hulk running around.
Yeah, but usually with CGI now, they have the person who's doing the, like, mocap and stuff.
Yeah, but he won't.
I mean, it's Harrison Ford.
You're like, get somebody that looks kind of like me. It's fine. Here's my stunt double. He does most
Get
of my
the guy who I thought should have been young Han Solo. Cannot remember what his name is, but he was a young Harrison Ford in Age of Adeline. He looks a lot like him. Get him. Just get him just get him to do it.
Yeah.
To do the mocap and stuff.
There you go. Seems like a good way to work it out. So we're not doing Black Adam this week.
No.
Even though it came out, because we don't care that much.
I don't.
Reviews are kind of middling on it. Apparently it's just fine.
Yeah.
So we're not rushing out to see it.
No, I don't care. I'm sorry. I like The Rock, but...
Yeah.
And Pierce Brosnan is in it. He's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know who else is in it, and I don't really care.
Yeah. No, don't either.
I mean, just as soon as they said, hey, there's going to be a Black Adam movie, I was like, okay.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know who that is in the first place. And
yeah.
in the second place, okay.
Yeah. I part of me said that it's just not amazing because I want them to do well, but I also kind of don't want them so that they'll get rid of the people that suck at it so bad, and just maybe move on to somebody better that can handle it better since Warner Brothers is really bad at this.
Oh my gosh. Let's not talk about Warner Brothers being bad at stuff because we could go all day.
They are the worst. So,
it was a little hair.
Yeah. Black Panther 2 is coming out soon. And I'm just like, all right.
I mean, I'm more excited to see that than to see Black Adam.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's definite. Yeah.
I mean, I assume we'll do it when it comes out.
I would hope so. I'll be there.
I have it on the schedule, so guess what I didn't have? Guess what I didn't have on the schedule? Black Adam.
Yes. You actually had it in the crossed out section.
I had it. We
will not do this movie.
No. I do have a little section at the bottom of my little calendar that says possible things to do, and Black Adam was on there, and but usually the stuff that's down there, they don't get done. yeah,
if we're not feeling that.
Although I did have Lightyear on there, and we did do Lightyear.
We did.
But it was like later.
Yeah.
It was not when it first came out.
Right. Yeah. All right. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I don't
really got anything else.
Don't really have anything, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, then let's get into our spooky movie. We don't have any She-Hulk or Werewolf by Night or anything to talk about. We can just get right into it.
Yeah, we just have one movie and we have snacks. And that's it.
That's it.
So I want to jinx us.
Don't.
But I won't.
What were you going to jinx?
I was going to say, so this should be a short episode.
Oh. Never make these proclamations. If I talk about this movie for 2 hours, we're going to just stop the podcast. We've got to redo our system.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I mean, this is a crazy movie.
It is.
To be fair. There's a lot to unpack in this movie.
But I don't think I can talk about it for that long.
Yeah. So, the movie we're watching this week is Casper. Mm-hmm. The friendly ghost. The friendliest ghost from 1995.
I was about to say, what year was this from?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in 5th grade. All the girls loved Devon Sawa, which made me think he was in it a lot more.
Oh, he's in it for like
5 minutes.
Yeah. Very brief.
Yeah. But man, he was a hit at the time.
He was. He was never like one that I liked though.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, he's okay, but I had a friend in school who was just in love with him. Yeah. As in, so in love with him that someone asked her out and she would not go out with him because she was saving herself for Devon Sawa. So.
I mean, you gotta have dreams.
I mean,
go for it.
I was in love with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Uh-huh. But if someone had asked me out, I probably would have gone out with him.
You actually.
Unfortunately, the thing is, no one asked me out.
You actually turned me down 3 times because you were like, JTT's in town.
He's still out there.
He's coming by. Maybe I have a chance. I was like, well, okay. Just let me know.
He's out there. He's waiting for me. I can't.
I know it. I just know it.
Oh, man. No.
Oh, man. But yeah, I can't remember if I actually saw this movie when I was younger. I feel like maybe I did. Mm-hmm. Maybe like on TNT or something.
No, probably.
So maybe I wasn't paying full attention because I don't remember going to the theater to see it, but it's possible.
I probably went to the theater to see it.
Yeah. It was big at the time.
It was. And I just have a feeling that I probably did. And then, of course, it came out on VHS, and I had a copy of it on VHS and watched it a lot. Yeah. It was like one of those every Halloween kind of things, I guess, for a few years.
Yeah.
And probably other times of the year, too. And I was just like, I just want to watch something kooky and weird.
Yeah.
Let's watch Casper.
Well, you had a big crush on Stinky.
No, I will tell you who I had a big crush on. You can probably guess.
It was Bill Pullman.
It was Bill Pullman.
Ghost Bill Pullman or just
No, alive Bill Pullman. Oh. With his cute little sweater and his glasses.
Well, I got stuff to say about Bill Pullman in this.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, the movie has the Casper theme intro.
It does.
And it's way too upbeat for like a scary movie.
Exactly.
So it's real weird.
Okay, because it starts off, it's like, it's this haunted mansion, and these two kids come in with their bikes, and they break in.
Squints.
Yeah, one of them is Squints Polidorus from The Sandlot.
Uh-huh.
The other kid, I do not know who it was. It was just some random kid. But I was like, oh my god, it's Squints. Because The Sandlot, I watched even more than Casper. Because The Sandlot, oh my god, I went through a phase where every day I had to watch The Sandlot.
I watched that movie a lot.
I watched it so much.
Movie. Yeah.
So freaking much.
It was great as a kid.
I had it like memorized. So yeah, The Sandlot was great. I loved it. Yeah, so Squints shows up. They get in there. They break into the house. They're there to take a picture because it's a haunted house and they want proof that they've been there. So they're like, okay, take a picture. And he's like, well, I can't take a picture because then I won't be in it. So they hear it, well, I'll take the picture.
Yeah.
So that's Casper, of course.
Casper's voice does not match Devin Sawa at all. Like, why does his voice change so much between his real life version?
I don't know. I've got a lot to say about...
There's a lot of questions about...
Yeah, I have a lot of questions about the whole Devin Sawa as Casper thing.
Yeah.
But, okay. We'll get into that toward the end, I guess.
Yeah.
So he shows up to take a picture, to help him take a picture.
Yeah.
And, of course, they see that it's a ghost. Mm-hmm. And the picture is just of them screaming.
Yeah.
And then it starts going... Dun, 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 dun. It's like, okay, this is supposed to be scary. Yeah, very, very different than what was expected.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I guess they could have done like a minor key version of it and made it real creepy. That would have been
fun. Yeah. But I mean, he's so upbeat, it's hard to.
It is.
There's a little darkness to him.
Oh my gosh.
A little hidden darkness in there that they don't recognize very much.
Yeah.
But it's there, baby.
There's a lot to unpack, like you said. Okay, so then we go to Ben Stein. He just shows up.
This movie's star-packed.
It is.
I did not know this movie was going to have so many celebrities in it.
Right.
It's insane. Ben Stein.
So Ben Stein's there. He's the lawyer for Kerrigan. Kerrigan Crittenden or something like that. I can't remember what her last name is. Her father has died.
Yeah.
And he's reading the will to her. And she's like, just get to the part where I get stuff.
Yeah, because he gave a ton of money just to like
animal sanctuaries and stuff. Yeah. So he's like, all right, you get Whipstaff Manor in Maine. And she's like, that's it, you know. So she's like real pissed off about it. And she has her assistant there. And her assistant is named Dibs.
Yep, it's Eric Idle.
It's Eric Idle.
I go, okay. Didn't know he was in this.
I don't know why, but I loved Eric Idle in this when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. Well, Eric Idle's great. He's great in everything.
I can always just hear him going, Kerrigan! Yeah, so she's like, I don't want this place, but whatever, we'll go check it out because they're looking at some of the papers.
Because she threw them in the fire.
She throws them in the fire because she's like, I don't care. And he's like, but the deed was in there.
Yep.
And so he goes over and he sees there's something written on it. And what does it say?
Treasures at Whipstaff.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's a little poem and it's like Buccaneers something treasure Whipstaff holds. Or I don't know. I can't remember.
Something. But I don't know.
Yeah, Buccaneers gold something.
Don't know.
I don't know. I don't have this memorized.
It's the only thing you don't have memorized.
Right. I did find myself saying some of the lines along with the movie.
You did.
Even though I haven't seen this in like 15 years. Or longer. But, so yeah, they think that there's treasure in the house. So they have to, she's like, okay, I'm going to go find that treasure.
Yep.
So they show up and the ghosts are there.
Yep.
So they scare them out of the house.
Meet Casper first, and then
they're like
they uncles.
Uncles, yes.
Okay.
Because he's like, be quiet, don't scream, because you'll wake up the uncles.
We find out how he dies, but how'd the uncles die?
I don't know. I have questions about them too, because his name is Casper.
Yeah,
and apparently his name is like Casper McFadden, because at one point they talk about his dad.
A dad. Yeah,
but their names are Fatso, Stretch, and Stinky.
Yeah,
who named them? Because at one point, Kat goes into their room and sees everybody's, like, their beds and their names are...
Their headboards are carved with it.
Yeah, have their names carved in them. And she's like, wow, their parents must have hated them.
Yeah. Do you think it was maybe after his dad left and everything that they were 3 just, like, vagrants or something? Like, crooks, maybe? That came and just took up residence there?
Could be.
And, you know, they just called...
They just went by their...
uncle.
Yeah, and they just went by, like, their street names or something. Like, they were, like, mobsters or something.
Just call me Uncle Fatso.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's what it is. Because they have different accents than he does, too.
Yeah, because one's Brad Garrett.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other 2 are people. Fatso is Brad Garrett.
The other 2 are people, yeah. Now that you say that it's Brad Garrett, I'm like, okay, yeah, that is definitely Fatso.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did not realize that.
So we don't really know how this works.
No. There's a lot we don't understand about how this stuff works. So they get scared out of the house, and then they're like, we've got to figure out how to get these ghosts out of this house so we can get to this treasure. So the first person I call is the priest from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
whose name
Guido Sarducci.
Thank you. I was like, whose name I cannot recall.
Yeah, that guy had like just 15 minutes of fame, basically. Feels like, and they brought him in.
Yeah, and the only thing that I know him from is, of course, Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, that's all.
He was also a voice in Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Oh, right, yeah.
And that's literally the only thing I know.
Yeah,
this guy.
This was his year. When did Atlantis come out?
Oh, that was like 2001 or something.
Oh, really? Wow. I guess he was still hanging in there.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he shows up. He goes in. He comes back out. His head is on backwards.
Yeah, they murdered him, but he didn't die.
Yeah, I guess because he's a priest. Works. I don't know.
I don't know how that
I guess priests can't die if they
have very bendable necks. Yeah. Everyone knows
They're
this.
Like owls.
Yes. It's crazy.
So yeah, and he just walks off like nothing happened.
He's like, yeah, it was easy, piece of cake.
Yep. So then we see Dan Aykroyd run out of the house dressed as a Ghostbuster, of course. And he's like, who are you going to call? Not me, or whatever. And leaves because apparently they were too scary for the Ghostbusters.
He's faced worse than that. But he didn't have his buddies with him, I guess.
He's faced, what was his name? Vigo the Carpathian or whatever.
Yeah.
And the Statue of Liberty, or no, actually the Statue of Liberty was helping them. That's right, I forgot. Was helping them with that, but...
Face of Stay Puft.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, interesting. He had a mustache now.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention.
You didn't see his huge mustache?
No. I was too busy going, wait, what? But, yeah, so apparently it's too much for the Ghostbusters, or for one Ghostbuster, because he was there by himself. It's like, where's everybody else?
Maybe they all died inside.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. That is dark. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it was rough.
Okay, well.
We don't know.
We don't. So they're like, all right, you know what? We're just going to tear the whole thing down. So they're going to tear it down, but the ghosts start scaring all the construction workers away, so they can't do that even.
Yeah.
And, poor Casper's there, and all he wants is a friend. And then he sees a hard copy story.
Yeah, he's watching TV. Yeah.
A hard copy.
And just the creepiest hard copy story.
Yeah.
Because they're talking about Bill Pullman.
Yeah, because they're like, the ghost shrink. James Harvey and his loner daughter, Kat.
Yeah, and they just follow Christina Ricci around. Okay, you seen ghosts? Hey.
She's like, I'm trying to go to school.
Leave this child alone.
Yeah.
This guy is not that famous, bro. Like, no. He's not worth it. And this is where I was like, oh, Bill Pullman's actually the villain of this movie. Because he preys upon people. Like, oh, I'll totally give your ghost therapy.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, okay. No.
Yeah, but he apparently doesn't even believe in ghosts.
Yeah, which is...
But
I don't understand that.
But he doesn't, because...
It seemed like he did at the beginning, and then when he actually sees a ghost, he's like, oh my God, a ghost!
Yeah, he does believe in them, but he doesn't. It's weird, because he does believe that his wife is a ghost somewhere, and he's trying to find her.
Which is a big leap.
It's like, okay, but why would she be like somewhere where she's never even been before? Why would she be haunting this random house in Maine?
Yeah.
Okay, shouldn't she be like haunting you if she's a ghost?
Yeah.
Or a house where you were in, or a house she grew up in, or something?
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It's a loose premise.
It is.
Yeah.
Anyway, Casper is like, this is perfect. I want to be friends with that daughter.
I don't know if he wanted to be friends. He was like, look at this hottie.
Yeah, he was.
I want to get to know this. And he couldn't slide it into any DMs at the time, so he's like...
well, I'll just slide into the electric lines.
Yeah, which he can do, apparently.
Apparently
they can go outside.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to go through the electric lines. So just go and move the TV however you want to.
Exactly, because he goes later and, like, goes and sits on top of a lighthouse.
Yep.
And, apparently his uncles can go wherever the heck they want.
Yeah.
And he can go somewhere because he ends up going...
Night, there are no rules.
He ends up going somewhere to get a newspaper from, like... I can't even remember where it was. Yeah. It was, like, somewhere foreign.
Yeah.
It's like, where's he going to get this? So, yeah, he, for some odd reason, decides that he's gonna go through the electric lines.
Yeah.
To haunt Kerrigan's hotel room and move her TV around.
Just to make sure she saw the...
And keep it on hard copy so that she will see this.
Yes. Yeah. And luckily she has a TV that's on a rolling cart, like we're in elementary school.
So it could just be rolled anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it, like, rolls over toward the bathroom where she's, like, brushing her teeth or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And she turns around and sees it and starts watching it. Mm-hmm. And she does kind of look like, wait, how did this get here?
Yeah.
But then she doesn't question it.
Right.
It's like, girl, you're being haunted, but okay.
Yeah, but she's also insane.
She is. So anyway, she sees it, and so she calls and hires them.
Yeah. So they pack everything up on their station wagon and move. Like, is this your first move? Like, why are you not more prepared for this? Yeah. Why are you still hauling around a couch everywhere? And what did happen to that couch? It did not go
because we never saw it again.
Yeah. And Christine doesn't want to go, right? Because it's hard enough for her to make friends and stuff. And he's like, okay, last time you come with me on this one, and then we'll make it happen. But what else was she gonna do? She didn't have a choice. She was coming, like...
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe she could have talked him out of not taking the job, but...
Yeah. They're driving right now.
Yeah, they're already on the way.
They're not going anywhere. Yeah. They're going the wrong way.
Although they're going the wrong way because... Yeah. So stupid.
Bill Pullman's an idiot.
Right. Yeah. Why did I have a crush on this guy? I don't know.
He was dumb in this movie.
So dumb.
He did nothing. He did nothing constructive in this movie.
No. Also, neither of them were wearing their seatbelts.
No.
So.
It was a bad PSA.
I mean, if you're looking to be a ghost...
That's right. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
So they show up at Friendship, Maine, which is the name of the town where Whipstaff Manor is.
Yeah.
They get there and
they move in.
Yes.
Do they move into every haunted place they go to?
I don't know. But they get there, they pull up. Kerrigan and Dibbs show up.
Mm-hmm. Immediately.
And they're all up in Kat's face, asking her questions.
So
it was
weird.
Really weird.
This movie
and they're like,
weird, man.
Wow, you're really pretty. And she's like holding her chin, basically, like... Yeah. I don't know.
This movie had real creepy vibes to it. Like,
oh my God,
unintended so creepy vibes. Like, ugh.
Because we were watching this and I was like, I don't know why I like this so much as a kid because this is really weird.
It's so odd. Like, there's a lot of red flags in this movie. Yeah.
So yeah, they're being really weird to Kat. And then they give the dad this big bouquet, basically. Why?
I don't know.
It was weird.
And it's in a big vase.
Yeah.
This movie's weird.
Look at you. A vase.
I'm sorry, a vase.
From the south. From the backwoods. It's a vase.
So sorry.
So anyway, it's odd, yeah.
Yeah.
So they go inside because I guess they're just like, well, we'll leave you to it. They go in. They're like looking in the rooms, trying to figure out where they're going to sleep and everything.
Yeah.
And
at least Richie is.
Yes, and that's where we see the bedroom for the uncles with their names on the headboards. It was like, okay, explain this, please. Never gets explained. And then she finds the bedroom she wants to sleep in, and she like just kind of falls onto the bed. And this was Casper's room, apparently.
Yes, it was.
Because she's like, he's like hiding in the corner, and he's like, there's a girl on my bed.
I hated this. Because you're going to sleep on this gross bed that you've never... Like, she puts down like a sleeping roll.
She does put down a sleeping bag.
But still, you don't know what's in this bed. All kinds of bugs and mold and Casper.
Like, at one point, the lawyer is talking to Kerrigan and is like, he left me an old mansion. He's like, not just old or abandoned, condemned.
Yeah, it's
this
condemned.
This place is condemned.
Yeah.
And they're just living in it.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
You shouldn't be able to just
isn't
go
that like illegal?
in condemned spaces. It's condemned for a reason.
So, what is this?
And it's not in that bad a shape. It's just really dirty.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll clean like little spots in the windows, but that's it. Yeah. I hate it. Wipe something down, please.
They go through this whole movie with cobwebs everywhere. Which I can't really talk because I'm sure there are cobwebs all in my apartment.
But not that. If you had cobwebs that bad, yeah, it would be insane.
I mean, they're like hanging down. Like you could walk by and just get cobwebs all over you.
Yeah. My allergies, I would just be sneezing the entire time. I would have to leave. It'd be insane. Then she meets Casper.
Yeah. So yeah, he's real excited because there's a girl in his bed.
Mm-hmm. And he's spying on her.
Yeah. And
he's so creepy in this movie.
Yeah, you kind of were like, oh, that's so creepy. But if you were a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old boy and there was a girl in your bed, you'd probably be pretty stoked about it.
I'd be excited, but I wouldn't be peeping on her.
That's true. Because, he pretends to be a pillow at one point, and it's real weird.
Yeah, and she just keeps punching him. It's like,
she does.
Okay.
All right. But anyway, she,
which I don't know how she doesn't hear him this whole time.
Yeah. But anyway, they do end up seeing she ends up seeing him.
Yeah.
And freaks out and passes out, and he goes and gets water and pours it on her.
Yeah, he sucks up water, and he just squeezes it out of himself.
Yeah.
What? How does that work?
I don't know. I don't know how the physics of these ghosts work.
Yeah. Let's make a deal right now, you and me. If I pass out on your floor, if you want to wake me up with water, please don't inhale the water and then spit it in my face.
I was like, you don't want me to spit water in your face to wake you up?
No, I do not.
Darn. Well, now what am I going to do?
I don't know. Just get Wilson to get a drink. He'll put it on my face, probably.
Oh, yeah. He'll just get a drink and stick his wet beard on your face and wake you up.
That's it. He loves doing that stuff.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, she wakes up again, and
I think she screams, and then he'll pull him in
the dad comes in, yes.
And he's like, oh, did you hear a ghost? Oh, even though we're here to do this.
Yeah, he's making fun of her. And you
believe in him. Yeah, so he's like, oh, let's check the bathroom. No ghosts here.
Yeah, he goes and checks different, and then checking the closet, and it's like, no ghost. Oh, no, it's a ghost. So he freaks out, grabs her, starts running down the hallway.
Yeah, like seriously, this is his first ghost he's ever seen.
Right.
How long has he been doing this?
What
did he do before?
I don't know.
Was he a shrink before? I don't know.
But anyway, so she's like, what are you, Dad, I can run. My legs work.
Yeah.
But he just keeps running with her. They go into a closet.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he thought he was outside, but they were upstairs.
Yeah.
Like, what was he thinking?
He's dumb. You like dumb people. Wait.
You played yourself. Oh, gosh. While all of this is happening, the other three ghosts show up.
They're back from scaring people at an auction or something.
I don't know. Something like that.
I don't remember.
And they throw Casper up to the moon.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
But I guess he doesn't go all the way to the moon because that'd be weird. I don't know. I don't know what Casper does in his free time. I mean, apparently he can go anywhere, so why not?
Yeah, why not?
Just go to space.
Just go to the moon, bro.
So, anyway, they show up, and they scare the dad, of course. Yeah. And Casper comes back. There's a bunch of chaotic stuff happening. At one point, one of them calls him Doc, even though they don't know who he is. They don't know he's a doctor.
He's a doctor, yeah.
Did this person just suddenly... Or maybe this person... Because it was like... I think it was Stretch. Maybe Stretch is just pretending to be Bugs Bunny. I don't know.
Yeah, that's very possible.
So, anyway...
He eventually sucks him up in a vacuum.
Yes, he does.
Which
there is one point where they go all into his body.
Yeah, for no reason.
Yeah, and then it's like, how did they get out of there? Cause
they just do it for random celebrity cameos because they have him look in the mirror.
Yeah, and he's like Clint Eastwood.
Mel Gibson, Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield, that was the other one, yeah.
And the Crypt Keeper.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
So, I guess they just needed more cameos.
I guess so. Like, what is the point of this?
I don't know.
So weird.
So, yeah, anyway, they do eventually get vacuumed up because apparently Dr. Harvey is under the impression that he is Luigi in Luigi's Mansion.
Yep. Tried and true method.
So, there we go.
If you have ghosts, vacuum.
Vacuum him up.
Just makes sense.
Which is funny because, like, Kat later is walking around with a little handheld vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just
little
going...
dustbuster. Yeah. Yeah.
Looking for ghosts, which is funny.
Which she should use to clean up, but...
Yeah, to clean up instead of trying to catch the ghosts. You know, hey, there's a cobweb there. Why don't you just, like, dust bust that? But no.
Mind getting that for me?
No. So, the next morning...
Mm-hmm. They have breakfast.
She goes downstairs for breakfast, and Casper is there.
He's making breakfast.
He's like, I'll make breakfast for you.
Yeah. And of course... He has a Rube Goldberg machine that makes breakfast.
Well, his dad was an inventor, we find out later. So.
But all of these kids' movies in the 90s had Rube Goldberg machines.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was a given. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, ever since Pee-wee, probably, they were like, we gotta put one in there.
So, yeah. So he makes her eggs, and she's like, sunny side up makes me sick. So he sticks his little ghost hand, he changes it into a spatula.
Oh, yeah.
And he sticks his little ghost hand in her eggs and mixes them up.
Yeah.
Don't stick your nasty ghost hands in my eggs.
I don't understand why they can touch some things and why some things don't. Yeah, like when he touches her hand, it goes through her, but he can mix up eggs.
But he mixes up eggs, and he has some orange juice that is in a glass.
Yeah.
That he brings over to her.
Yeah, and it's fresh from I don't know where.
Yeah.
Where'd they get all this food?
Don't know.
Because the uncles come later and they're like, where's our food? And he makes a bunch of food for them. And it just goes straight through their bodies and falls on the floor. Mm-hmm. So why are they doing this?
I don't know.
Why are you doing this to us, movie?
I mean, I think they only I think the uncles do the food thing because they want Casper to have to make them food.
Maybe.
Because they're jerks.
It's gross, man.
It is real gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that he wasn't trying to touch her. He was trying to go through her.
Maybe, but why?
But why? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, nothing.
And of course, he's like, or she's like, have you ever done this before? He's like, no.
Are you gonna hurt me?
Are you gonna hurt me?
Is it gonna hurt?
It's like, what is happening?
Yeah, that was a real weird part. I was like, wait
a minute.
What are we talking about?
Stop.
It was odd.
You're 12. Quit.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah. Yeah, but I don't know what. My note is, why can't her hand? What?
Why can't her hand?
And then I don't understand the rules of this movie.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
There are no rules.
Doesn't make sense. No rules, just right.
Yeah. And Bill Pullman's like, all right, we're going to do therapy, uncles. Mm-hmm. Because whatever.
Because that's what he's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be doing therapy with them so that he can help them move on.
And the uncles agree just for fun, I guess.
I guess so.
They're like, whatever, bro, we'll do this, I guess.
Sure, we'll do it. I guess they're thinking they'll just, mess around with him or whatever.
Yeah, make him leave. Make him give him up.
Yeah. So he sends Kat off to school. Because he's like, all right, well, you got to go to school. So
yeah. She
heads off. She gets bullied at school, of course.
Yeah, but she meets a really cute boy. By her standards, I guess.
By her standards.
Yeah.
I've never understood this.
I expected him to have like a much bigger part in this movie, and he really did not.
He was in like 3 scenes.
Yeah, so.
But he has a girlfriend already.
He does.
Amber. And she does not like Kat, of course.
Yeah, she's like the popular kid, I guess.
Yeah, and they're like, this is Kat, and she's like, meow.
Yeah.
It's like, is that supposed to be insulting? Okay. Whatever.
Hurt my feelings.
So anyway, while they're at school, they find out that the venue where their Halloween dance was supposed to be, something happened to it.
Yeah.
And they can't have their Halloween dance there. So it's going to have to be postponed for a few months.
Their
Halloween dance is going to be postponed for a few months. That's not a Halloween dance anymore.
Yeah, that's a dance.
That's a Christmas
with a
dance.
weird theme.
Or, or a Valentine's Day dance, or just a
New
middle
Year's
of January dance. That's a winter's ball,
Yeah. But then someone's like, hey, we could just have it at my house. And the teacher's like, that's interesting
great.
idea.
Yeah.
No, don't have your school dances at people's houses.
But
that's not how school works.
But the house it's going to be at is Whipstaff Manor.
Yeah.
Because it was Kat who suggested it.
Yeah.
I guess. Or somebody suggested it for her.
Yeah, no, I don't think she suggested.
So
I think it was another student.
Yeah, she was like, oh, sure, I'll make sure it's okay with my dad. And apparently she never asks him, but it's okay.
No. Yeah. I mean, they got a lot going on.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is a large house.
Yeah.
Reminds me a lot of the Backstreet's Back music video.
Yeah.
Which is like Halloween themed because they're all like dressed up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
That house is very round. I didn't really like it.
It's so weird.
It's so curvy. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very curvy. It's got like a follow the yellow brick road looking thing in like right at the bottom of the staircases.
Spiral. Yeah.
And the towers in it are like shaped weird.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it.
Oh, and by the way, during class, Casper just ties everybody's shoes together. Yeah. So when they get up, they immediately fall on their face.
Yeah, and nobody questions it. Nobody like asks, how did this happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. So apparently the real bully at school was Casper all along.
Yeah, everybody else is just like a little mean. Casper just goes all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
my next note is that they go home and they're talking about stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess talking about him being a ghost. And I don't know, she's laying down, he's laying down, and she's going to sleep.
Oh, I have something
happens
before
this? Okay, what happens?
He straight up kidnaps her.
Yeah,
takes her out the window.
He does. She does not want to go. No. He does not care about consent at all. Just drags her, nearly kills her.
Yes. And drags her out to the top of a lighthouse. Mm-hmm. And that's where they talk for a little while.
Yeah.
And then he takes her back home.
She has Stockholm Syndrome at that point. Like, oh, this is really nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you drugged me out of my bed
and put me up on top of this tall lighthouse that I could fall off of at any time.
I cannot leave. Yeah.
Yeah, until you help me out of here.
Yeah. Pretty much. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is where the darkness of Casper really comes in. It got really weird. He's he's thirsty. He
real thirsty.
Real thirsty.
So then I guess he takes her back because it's implied that he takes her back because she's back at the house.
Yeah.
She's laying in bed. They're talking about her mom because he says that he can't remember his parents or anybody from when he was alive.
Yeah. Apparently you start forgetting.
Yeah. And so she was like, do you think that my mom forgot me? And he's like, no one could ever forget you, Kat.
And she's like, okay. I kind of keep forgetting my mom.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
And so then he he says something to her first. I can't remember what it is.
She's falling asleep.
She's falling asleep.
He's like, I don't know. He asked her a question like, do you like watermelon? I don't know.
Do you like watermelon?
I don't know. He's just quizzing her about fruits.
He asked her something, and she's still like half asleep.
Yeah, she's like,
And then he gets up right up in her face.
It's just too close.
As she's like falling asleep, and is like, "Can I keep you?"
I hated it. You barely know this girl, man. Like, dude, you gotta chill.
What do you mean, can I keep you? As a pet?
Prisoner?
As a prisoner in your haunted house? Oh my gosh.
Some weird ghost stuff, man.
Yeah. But apparently she's cool with it. Yeah. She's like happy to be there.
Well, I don't know that she's cool with that part. Because she's falling asleep.
But she obviously heard him. Because later he's...
Yeah, that's crazy. But we have already said she has Stockholm Syndrome at this point.
True.
Where, that ride to the lighthouse might have been a little more fraught than we know. Because we didn't see that part. We just saw her nearly get dropped from the balcony to her dad.
There's a lot of people who take some falls in this movie.
Oh, man, yeah.
I mean, her dad already fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
The whole staircase.
Yeah. Luckily, it was wrapped up in a rug, I guess.
And
I don't know, that would make it better.
she falls and he catches her. Mm-hmm. There was a falling catch earlier too, though.
There was. She did fall straight on Casper.
Where she fell out of the closet onto him. So I guess that was supposed to be romantic or something. I don't know.
It was pretty hot.
To you, maybe.
It was not. It was weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so weird love story.
It is.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. So anyway, the next day, or I guess it's the next day. I don't know what the time frame for it is for this place. The guy does show up at some point. Vic, the kid that she has a crush on. Mm-hmm. And asks her to be his date to the Halloween dance that is going to be at her house.
Yeah, so. And that makes no sense. Like,
no.
That never plays out to anything.
No.
She's going to be there. It's not like he needs to ensure she's there. It's her house.
And then he shows up with someone else.
Yeah. And they really don't interact at all.
No, because she's like somewhere else during the whole time that he's there.
This part is just to like show Casper seeing him and being like,
I'm so jealous. But I want her to be my girlfriend.
Yeah, she said she'd be mine. I could keep her.
So anyway, she goes upstairs and because she needs a Halloween costume at some point.
Yeah.
It's mentioned. But she goes upstairs. She's just looking around at stuff. I guess, yeah. And she sees like all of Casper's old toys.
Yeah.
And she puts them all together and he comes
They're
up
in great shape for being in these boxes, these super dirty boxes forever. The only thing she cleaned were these toys, apparently.
Yeah, and one little tiny section of the window. Like, literally, like a circle.
Just so he could, like, spotlight onto the box.
Exactly. So she sets everything up, all of his toys, and then, like, surprises him with them. And he's supposed to be 12.
Yeah.
I mean, which I can get it. These were probably things from when he was younger than that. Mm-hmm. And so it helps him, like, remember. He remembers all the stuff, all the toys and stuff. And then he goes into a different room and gives her a dress that used to belong to his mother.
Oh, it's so weird. It's like a wedding dress.
It looks kind of like a wedding dress, yeah.
Yeah. And it's so dirty. And he puts it on her. Stop wearing dirty things. It's gross, y'all.
So he puts it on her and everything, and she's like, wow, this is really cool.
It's not. It looks really bad on her.
It does look pretty bad.
It's not a pretty looking dress, if you ask me.
And then he sees his sled.
Yeah.
And he tells, like, how he died.
Yeah.
And basically, he wanted that sled, and his dad told him he couldn't have it or something.
Like it's too dangerous
But then he surprised him with it, I guess.
Yeah.
And so he took it out, and he played on it all day.
Yeah.
And it got dark, and it got cold.
And he was so cold.
And apparently he just died in the cold.
Yeah, I think he got pneumonia.
Maybe.
Because he got sick.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But the way... Okay. Sledding seems like something that an 8-year-old would do.
I don't know.
Were you sledding when you were 12?
Yeah, we had sleds. If we'd go to the mountains, you'd take a sled.
I just always felt like he was a lot younger.
Oh, yeah. Casper the Ghost seems like he's like 5.
Like 6 or 7. Yeah. You know, he's a little kid.
He's not Devin Sawa.
He's not Devin Sawa.
Like, I don't know where he came from. Like,
no.
Yeah.
It's like, is this like the older version of what Casper would have been? Because maybe.
Yeah.
But they're not the same age. There's no way.
Yeah, it's not. He's a tiny child.
Yeah. He's a baby.
He's a little baby.
He's a little baby boy.
He's a little baby boy.
He's a baby boy.
He got bottle. He baby boy.
He got bottle. Plus, all of his toys are like, oh, it's like a little toy train and stuff. So it's like all toys from like a little kid.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he died in what, like the 20s or something? I
don't know when he died.
They didn't have any good toys then. Sorry, 20s. Your toys whack.
Yeah, I don't really know when he was supposed to
Just go get your hoop and stick and come at me, bros.
I don't know. Casper as a ghost form just seems so much younger than this.
I mean, I can't say I didn't have my toys from a long time. I had cars. I didn't like play with them like something, like, get on the floor with them. But I would just create something if I was bored, and I had I'd throw some stuff around. I don't know.
mean, honestly,
at 12.
I played Barbies longer than I probably should have.
Yeah,
so I
12's
can't really
not like that old.
Yeah, but I was also making them like play like they were in the Olympics and stuff. So it was like, or they were putting on plays themselves.
I had pencils. I had a can of pencils.
I'm sorry, what? That was your toy?
And I would make them fight each other. And they had names. And there were like 5 good ones. And they were against all the other pencils. And some of those 5, they do a little kissy. So like I said, I had much better toys than Casper did. The old Cano pencils. Oh.
He had like a working carousel, and you had a can of pencils.
A can of pencils. Yeah, but what I did with those. I also had a box of rocks and a can of pencils. I'm starting to think my toys were great. No, actually, I had really cool toys. But for some reason, I don't know why I would use those. I like to make things fight. Even pencils and rocks. Oh, having a good time.
Gosh. So we haven't even really talked about the whole thing with the uncles.
I mean, there's not much
to it. There is one point where they're talking to Dr. Harvey about his wife, Amelia. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh yeah, we know Amelia. We can get Amelia here.
We can go get her. We have like a ghost network.
So they send Fatso out to get Amelia.
Mm-hmm. And there's a knock at the door. And a light behind the door.
Mm-hmm. And he goes to open it, and there's like this bright white light, and there's like fog, and he's like, Amelia? And it's Fatso in a dress.
Yeah. And I was like, it better not be Fatso in a dress.
And I was like, what are you talking about? Of course it's going to be actually Amelia. Come on. Fatso wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No, it's Fatso in a dress.
Which we find out later they actually are doing this. So why did Fatso just decide to screw with him?
Because he wanted to. Because that's just how they are.
He had time to go actually like complete the task, but then he came back in a dress just because.
Well, they may have completed the task later.
Yeah. Yeah.
So still, I don't know, but still they didn't have to do that. They just wanted to, because they're still trying to, at this point I feel like they're still trying to get him out of there.
Yeah.
And then they start kind of liking him.
Yeah.
They're like, he's not too bad. He seems pretty cool.
Yeah, let's go hang out at happy hour.
Yeah, exactly. So they take him out to a bar to drink.
And do karaoke. Mm-hmm. And he gets lit.
Oh, yeah. So then, because there's like several little storylines that all kind of are happening at the same time. Mm-hmm. Because also, Kerrigan and Debs are there, and they're watching all this. Mm-hmm. And they see the ghosts take him to the bar. Yeah. So they come on in, and they're like, all right, now's our chance to go look for that treasure, because those ghosts aren't here anymore.
It's their house. They can come in whenever they want.
But they just don't want to be there when the ghosts are there, I guess. I don't know. It's dumb.
Yeah.
So then Casper starts telling about his dad. Telling Kat about his dad, McFadden.
Yeah.
Who was an inventor, and he created something called the Lazarus machine because he wanted to try to resurrect Casper.
Because Casper wouldn't leave him the crap alone.
I guess not, because he's
so
just
it was
like
driving him insane.
I guess Casper's just like always like, "Hi, Dad."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I've got to bring this kid back because maybe he'll like leave me alone for a minute and grow up and go away."
Yeah, get a job.
Get a job. So he takes Kat to the like secret entrance.
Yeah, which to, like, another Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah, to like this big library. That's
very dangerous.
It's got a chair in it, and he puts her in the chair and hits some kind of lever or whatever. And it's called the Up and Atom machine. And
it's supposed to get you ready in the morning.
Yes, because apparently he had a hard time getting ready in the morning.
Yeah.
And Kat was like, couldn't he have just tried coffee? Apparently they had not invented that in the 1920s.
I believe it was around. He just was insane.
Yes, he was real weird.
Yeah.
So she has to go through this thing. It goes like through this little tunnel.
It's like shaving cream.
It brushes your teeth. Combs your hair.
Oh, that thing. How long has that toothbrush with toothpaste on it been there? And it was trying to get in her mouth.
And it was wet,
disgusting. Too. Yes. Why was it wet?
How?
I ate it.
And then, of course... Oh, and those razor blades?
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. It was just going up and down.
There was no way for that to
like
actually shave somebody.
Yeah. Although Eric Idle goes through it later and it comes out all right.
I mean, I guess it could have shaved like right here.
Yeah, but it was not lined up for that.
But it would also cut you. It would not just shave, probably.
Yeah. I mean, because, different faces are different sizes. So.
Yeah. So you better hope you don't have a fat face. You're going to get your cheeks chopped off.
Yeah.
Oh, and it also gives you a bow tie.
It does.
Which she looked real cute with a bow tie.
She looked good in a bow tie.
So, they go through the Up and Atom machine, and they go into the laboratory or whatever, where he made the Lazarus machine. And there's one little vial of whatever it is that's supposed to make it work so that you can turn somebody back into a human from a ghost.
Yeah, but there's like 3 jars in there.
That have a little bit left in there.
A little bit left. So what did he try it on?
I don't know.
What happened? What happened?
Maybe there were other ghosts somewhere and he tried it on them.
Why are there so many ghosts?
Bad things happened to him until he could perfect it. But then how do you know that that's the perfected version?
Yeah, that's exactly.
How do you know
this
is going to work?
Stuff. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It does not.
Because why didn't he ever use it on Casper?
Yeah, why didn't Casper ever use it on Casper?
It was literally right there.
It was. He could basically do everything himself.
Well, he couldn't do everything himself.
Why not?
Because he couldn't... Apparently, the whatever it was made out of, ghosts can't get into it by themselves, I guess.
Like, can't go through the walls?
Can't go through it.
Oh, okay.
Because he had to, every time that he went in there, the door had to be open, And same thing with everybody else who tried to go in there, all the other ghosts.
Okay.
So... he wouldn't have been able to start the machine and go through.
Yeah.
So
they're going to resurrect Casper.
Yes, that's the plan.
And Eric Idle and Kerrigan are falling behind them, and they see, there's a vault. That must be where the treasure is.
That's where the treasure is.
And Casper even tells Christina Ricci, that's where my treasure is.
Yeah, exactly. So they're like, aha, that's where the treasure is.
That's where the last girl I kept is.
Oh, God. So they go over there and try to open it.
Yeah.
Just by pulling it.
They don't know how vaults work.
Know how vaults work?
Yeah. Not even trying to turn the knob.
It literally has a combination on it.
Find the combination. And it's like, okay, we could probably just get a guy to come out here. We could get some dynamite even. Blow the thing up. All these options be like, no,
it has to be right now.
and
it has to be done right now.
Yes.
You cannot do it. You cannot wait.
We can't possibly wait.
She is the most impatient person.
Yes, she is.
So she's like, we have to die and then we can become a ghost.
Uh-huh.
Get the treasure out. Once we have the treasure, we turn back into a human. Because there's enough to turn one ghost into a human. So she's like, dibs, I'm killing you.
Yep.
And so that she's chasing him around.
Yeah. And they steal the
vial, yeah.
So that Casper can't use it.
Yeah, so they're chasing him around.
Yeah.
She's chasing Dibs around to try to kill him. Tries to run over him with the car, but hits a tree instead. It gets out of the car, and the car is on a cliff.
Yeah.
And so she just falls off the cliff.
Who doesn't, look? I don't know.
But she just falls straight down the cliff and dies.
So she did.
So she's a ghost now.
Yep.
And they're like, okay, well, now I guess we can do this thing.
Yeah.
So.
Meanwhile, at the bar.
Yes, at the bar.
Bill Pullman's having a heck of a time.
Oh, yeah. He's over there just singing his heart out.
Mm-hmm. And the uncles love him.
They love him.
They're like, let's kill this guy.
We need to kill this guy and make him the fourth member of our group.
He'll be a buddy.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to turn this trio into a quartet.
Even though they have Casper, could have had a quartet before.
They could have. They technically already have a quartet, but Casper's not one of them, I guess.
That's right.
So they're going to kill him.
Yep.
And then he starts having like a little heart-to-heart with them and everything. And they're like, dang, now we can't kill this guy. He's too good of a guy.
Yeah.
We can't do it. So he walks out and immediately falls down
into
like
a trench. Like,
sewer
why
trench?
was there
I don't know what it was.
a big hole there?
I don't know.
Right in front of the front door.
Of the bar.
No sign on the front door. They came in. They would know there was something there immediately outside the door.
So he falls through that and he's dead.
Yep. Just killed the dad.
So there we go.
Real dark movie.
Yeah. Also, at the same point, the people show up for the party.
Oh, yeah. I forgot they're
so
there.
There's a whole freaking party happening upstairs. So Kat lets them in and they're fine.
Yeah, they're just setting up, dancing.
Yep.
The Amber and the other guy are like, let's go play a trick. And so they're getting like a ghost costume together. They're going to scare everybody.
Yep.
It's like, but that's like... And they like sneak in.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? It doesn't
just
make
go
sense.
inside, go up the stairs. Nobody's there. Nobody's stopping you.
No. So anyway, Kerrigan gets back as a ghost form. She gets into the vault. She has her treasure chest. So she's like, all right, I'm going to turn me back into a human. And so then he's like, you know what? I don't think I want to.
Yeah.
And he's like, because apparently she's just real mean to him. Which, yeah.
He's like, I'm going to take the treasure. I'll be rich. I'm going to have a mansion. Ha ha ha.
I'm going to have a mansion with purple wallpaper and green carpet. And I was like,
why, bro? Yeah.
And a little dog named Kerrigan.
Yeah. There's a lot of swearing in this movie.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. Yeah. I was very surprised how much swearing there was.
Yeah.
For a PG movie.
Because he says, and a little dog named Kerrigan, a bitch, just like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
it's crazy.
Yeah, so she's like appalled at this.
Yeah.
And
chucks him out a window.
Yeah. She just throws him out of a window, so I guess he's dead now.
Yeah, ghosts. I don't know the ghost rules.
I don't know,
but just murder.
But he's gone.
Yeah.
So assuming he's dead, don't know. He doesn't show up again. And then so Kerrigan's like, "All right, well now you're gonna have to turn me into a human." And they're like, "But what about your unfinished business?" And she's like, "I don't have any unfinished business." And so
I got my treasure. I'm amazing.
I got my mansion. I got this. And so she starts.
Going to the other side.
Going to the other side. Yeah. And she's like, wait, no, that's not what I meant.
Because that's the only reason ghosts are there is because they have unfinished business.
Exactly.
Which, what do the uncles have?
And what does Casper have?
Casper, because his dad.
But his dad's dead, so...
But I think he still has a lot of guilt for it and stuff. And
okay.
I don't know.
But I mean, there's no way to stop that, so he's just always going to be a ghost.
But he's real friendly about it.
I mean, he doesn't seem to mind too much.
Yeah, he's on the ghost track. Until he sees a hot girl, then he's like, I'm gonna be a real boy.
I just want to be a real boy again. So, yeah.
They're finally about to put Casper back in there. Turn him into a real boy.
And then the uncles show up with the dad in ghost form. And
he looks ridiculous.
He does.
He looks like a cartoon. I mean, even more so than these cartoons we're watching, yes.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
He's already...
Why does he have body form? Even Kerrigan had, like, ghostly with, like, a Joan Rivers face. You know? But he's like a dude that's like stretchy and kind of ghosty.
I don't know. I mean, she looked kind of like Kerrigan.
Yeah, kind of, but she was more ghostly than he was. I don't know. And I'll get to somebody else not looking like a ghost.
I mean, they just had to make it look like... They just had to make it obvious that it was Bill Pullman, I guess.
I guess so.
But anyway, he doesn't even really recognize Kat.
He already forgot. He's a villain in this movie.
Maybe because he was already drunk when he died.
Yeah, apparently he's a drunk ghost. He's a bad dad. He preys on people that are in distress. Bill Pullman's the villain. Him and Kerrigan are just as bad as each other.
Well, excuse me for liking villains.
Yes. You like the bad boys.
I guess so. Anyway, so he's like, oh no, I messed up.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh well, Casper, sorry, you don't get to be a human. We gotta save this guy over here.
Casper volunteers. Like, you get in there. You need to be in there.
Yeah. So it works.
It works.
He's alive. He's fine.
I have a question. Is his body still just sitting in that hole? Is this a new body?
I guess so.
So how does that work?
Well, I don't know, because if it was Casper, he would have to have a new body too, because if not, he would just be the skeleton of his dead self.
Yeah.
That's
so it has to be a new body.
It has to be a new body.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, man. This is some real The Prestige kind of stuff here.
Yeah.
A lot of dead bodies.
Yeah, it's just a field of dead bodies. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, yeah, he's alive again, though.
Yeah.
And then it's time for the party.
Yeah.
So Kat goes up to the party. But before she gets up there, the two kids who...
Amber and
Hot
Vic.
Guy.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my gosh, we look so scary.
No,
they didn't. You can obviously tell it's a girl standing on a guy's shoulders.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But whatever, they think that they look amazing. And then, of course, the ghosts show up and say something too. Yeah, the uncles are there.
Scare the crap out of them.
So they run off.
Yeah.
And she gets clotheslined, like, big time by some of the decorations and falls to the ground, and he just drags her out. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and everybody else is like, all right.
And everybody starts clapping.
Yeah, they're so happy about it. They hate these people so much. Like,
yeah, they're literally
geez, man.
It's like everything has gone great, and they're just having a great time, just clapping.
So crazy.
Hilarious.
Even the teachers. What terrible teachers these are.
And so then, like, everybody's having a good time at the party, and except for Casper, because Casper's like, well, I'll just stay up here with my toys, with my train and everything.
Yeah.
But then, who shows up? It's Kat's mom.
T-Pose Kat's mom.
Well, she shows up T-Pose later. I think at this point, she just kind of shows up. Maybe.
I don't know. I think she always T-poses.
Maybe.
It's real weird.
Maybe. But at this point, she shows up and she talks to Casper and she's like, I'm going to let you. It's going to be like a Cinderella situation. You can be a real boy for like until 10 o'clock, basically.
Yeah, which is like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's so messed up.
Yeah. Until 10 o'clock. And he's like, why not midnight? Cinderella got till midnight. And she's like, yeah, but Cinderella wasn't 12 years old. And I'm like, he's 12?
Yeah, he should not be 12.
He should not be 12.
Because Christina Ricci's like 15.
Literally, it was like, he's 12?
Yeah, it's weird.
It is. But she turns him into a real boy. You don't see him, though, until he starts, like, walking down the stairs and goes up to Christina Ricci, and she...
Doesn't say anything.
No. Just takes her hand and takes her out onto the dance floor. And they start dancing, and suddenly they're dancing in the air. They're just floating in the air.
Nobody cares about that.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
And then
they fall down.
Well, he says something to her.
Yes, he does.
Because he's like, can I keep you?
Stop doing it.
You're like, I hate this so much.
It's so weird.
And she recognizes that it's him because she remembers that he asked her that. Yeah, exactly. And it's like...
Even though no part of him should remind her of Casper besides that.
No. Doesn't look anything like this bulbous-headed little ghost.
Squeaky voice little guy.
No. So, anyway, so... There it is. She gets to dance with Casper. They get one.
And that haircut, if he had that haircut in the 20s, like, he'd be burned as a witch or something. I don't know. But.
Well, I mean, it looks kind of similar to the haircut that Leonardo DiCaprio has in Titanic. That was in 1912 or 14 or whatever it was.
That is true. And that is historically accurate. We know
Exactly. We know this. It's the most historically accurate thing that has ever been put to film.
Yep.
Yeah, so anyway. So they're dancing. Oh, they're dancing. They get one dance together.
Yeah.
One song, basically.
Yeah. And Bill Pullman's up at the top of the stairs. Yes. And here comes T-Pose lady.
T-Pose. Because there's a window that looks like an angel wherever he's standing. And she just T-poses her way out
It's so dumb looking.
That. And I was like, I guess she's supposed to look like those her angel wings or something. But
no.
It's her arms.
Is she supposed to be an angel or a ghost?
I think she's supposed to be an angel.
But because they get in touch with her because she's a ghost.
Well, I thought that someone asked her if she was a ghost, and she was like, no.
Well, then how'd they get in touch with her?
Casper asked her, are you an angel?
Are you an angel? Did she say yes?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I don't think she's a ghost, though.
Well, then how'd they get in touch with her?
I don't know. Maybe they can do that.
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
Because she is not ghostly. She's like just a lady.
She's a lady.
With a wind machine in front of her. That's it.
She does not look like a ghost.
She's got bright red dress on.
I mean, it is literally just the actress.
Yeah, it's just the actress. It's
not like ghostly Bill Pullman.
Yeah, because like she doesn't have unfinished business. I guess unless she wants to watch over her family.
No, she doesn't because he actually said... or she told him, stop looking for me. I don't have any unfinished business.
Mm-hmm.
I was loved during my time, the time I was on Earth, and I'm, I was happy, and I don't have anything to come back for. Maybe she's like watching over him, but
yeah, I don't get the rules.
She's not a ghost.
I do not get the rules. My pencils were much more easy to work with than this. I got that story. This movie, I don't get it. But
yeah. So anyways, she basically says goodbye to him and tells him, stop looking for me, you idiot. I'm not there.
Stop it.
And so, and she also gives him some advice.
Yeah.
She's like, I have 3 things of advice to tell you. Don't listen in on the phone when Kat gets a phone call.
Right.
What was the second one?
I don't remember.
But the third one was, don't make Kat wear a t-shirt under her swimsuit. How?
What?
Who does that? Who would even ask someone to do that?
So weird.
A t-shirt over? Yes, I have worn a t-shirt over a bathing suit many times.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Under? That's. Do you want her to look like a big old dork? Is that what it is? I guess that's what it is.
Probably.
But no. Just wear it over.
I don't know why that would even come into your head of like an option.
I don't know. Anyway, it was weird.
It is Bill Pullman, and he is a psychopath. Apparently.
This is true.
He is a villain. So.
This is true.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then time runs out.
She's like, "Well, I gotta go," and then she T-poses her way back out from the window.
I hated that so much.
And he's like, "Well, bye, I guess."
Yeah.
And then, of course, it's 10 o'clock.
Yep.
And he's about to turn back into a ghost.
Yeah.
And so he kisses her.
Yeah.
And then he turns as they're kissing.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Oh, you're kissing a ghost."
Yeah. They're freaking out.
And then they freak out and run out.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, I guess that was a pretty good party."
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. Oh, and we did not mention my favorite party goer that we just saw, like, randomly, of a nun with a huge cigar.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, wait, what was going on with that person?
I don't know. There were some weird costumes.
That was the star of the show for me, right?
And then there was also, as they were running out, everybody's like running out of this place.
Yeah, they're freaking out.
They're running down the porch steps, except for one person who literally flips over the porch.
Yeah, they just like launch themselves over the railing. Yeah, this movie's
crazy.
This is a weird movie, man.
So there we go. The party's over, I guess. Mm-hmm. They're just standing there. She's just kissed a ghost.
Yeah, as you do.
They don't talk about it.
Yeah.
And
Are they just gonna date now?
I don't know. And
then ghost.
And then the uncles are all 3 pretending to be Little Richard.
Oh my gosh, yes. And they're singing the Casper theme song. What?
And that's the end.
This movie's so weird. I don't get it, man. I don't get this movie. It wasn't like bad.
Yeah.
It was just weird, man.
It's real weird.
They made choices.
But yeah, are they just gonna date now?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be real
You're dating
weird.
A baby ghost.
Yeah.
He's
creepy. Not gonna age.
He's always gonna be a baby ghost.
Yeah.
And you're probably never gonna see him as Devon Sawa again.
Probably not.
So
unless they actually like try to figure out all of those notes that are in there, that they probably could.
Oh yeah, just make some more of that little juice stuff.
Serum.
And turn him into
apparently
a real boy.
Works. Yeah.
I don't know. But then also, is she just gonna be going around kissing him? That's weird.
I hope so. That's what my fanfic has.
Is there Casper fanfic? I wonder.
Probably so.
God, there probably
my gosh.
Is. I cannot look that up.
What if the uncles were people that his dad brought in and killed
just
so that he could test out the Lazarus machine on him?
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. And that's why they hate Casper.
Could be. Because they're like, oh, he killed us because he was trying to resurrect you. This is all your fault, you little shit.
I don't know. I think that's it.
I mean, could be.
I think that's it. So, was it as good as you remembered?
No. Oh boy.
It was better?
No.
Yeah.
It's so fun to watch these movies that I liked when I was a kid, though, because especially something that I've watched a lot. Because like Hocus Pocus, Monster Squad I didn't remember quite as well because it had been a long time since I'd watched it. But it's funny to watch it and go, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Why did I like this so much?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, it's fun to talk about and laugh
It
about.
is. It is. So I don't know that I'd recommend this movie to anybody. Unless you want just a weird movie.
Yeah.
And if you just want to see Devon Sawa again.
Or young Christina Ricci.
Yeah. I always liked Christina Ricci.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was cool. But yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad we watched it.
Are you?
Yeah. It was entertaining in its way.
It was.
So now I guess we can move on to our snack.
Mm-hmm.
Which we had special edition Krispy Kreme donuts.
Oh, no, not Krispy Kreme. Krispy
Kreme, yeah, sorry. And they have a haunted house dozen, basically. Like, super decorated.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So the ones they have are a spooky spider donut, a boo batter donut, a scaredy cat donut, and a neon orange sprinkle donut, which sounds so Halloween-y.
Yeah.
Neon orange sprinkle.
Orange.
Look at that. Mm-hmm.
I have not tried the ghost one because I just had so much sugar. It was so much sugar.
I have had so much sugar. I feel like I'm about to crash
Me
hard.
too. Yeah. It's been a rough time.
I've been drinking a bunch of water because I'm like, I gotta flush this out. It's so much
balance
sugar.
out all this sugar. Yeah. So I probably won't make any comments on that one. Just because I could go get it right now and try it, but I don't want to.
I don't blame you because I feel real bad.
Yeah.
I should not have eaten it myself.
Yeah. Maybe if I'd have gotten them yesterday, but I couldn't get them yesterday, so here we are. I think you have to, maybe order them online to get them, because, they didn't understand my order at first. They asked me, because I think they got them confused, and they were like, did you have the assorted? And I was like, no, I had the haunted ones. And they're like, oh, we don't have those. Oh, did you do it online? Oh, here they are. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because just had it right next to her. But, so I got them. So I don't know. If you're going to get them, it might be best to reserve them. By October 31st.
Yeah, because they will not be doing them after October 31st. And if you do them Saturday, I think it's Saturday, they have a special thing where you can get that, and I think you can get a dozen original glaze for $2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Which there's no way we could have eaten that many donuts.
Oh my gosh. You have to be going to a group.
If you're going to a big Halloween party or something. If you're
going to a kid's party.
There you go.
It's a good thing, yeah. But
they also have something there right now that is a freaky frozen chili.
I took note of that when I was driving by because it's flavored grape and green apple. Which is a disgusting combination.
It's a green apple and wild grape flavored beverage with green apple flavored drizzle.
No, thank you. It looked gross.
Yeah.
It looked like that. Did we get it last Halloween? Yeah. The McFlurry or whatever. Or was that St. Patrick's Day?
Because it was
the Shamrock
Shake.
And it looked like that. And I had PTSD from that. So.
Oh boy.
Did you have a favorite of the donuts you tried?
Actually.
And do you have a least favorite? I have a least favorite.
I don't know. What was your least favorite?
The orange with sprinkles.
Sprinkle, yeah.
Because it was so sugary. I don't know. It coated my mouth.
Every single one of them coated my mouth.
Not like that one did. That one was it was gross.
Because I had the spooky spider one first, and that one coated my mouth.
Yeah.
And then I had the neon orange one, and that one coated it even more.
Yeah.
So it was what is this?
Yeah, it was intense.
That was probably my least favorite too, because I don't really like sprinkles. Although the sprinkles on that aren't that bad.
Yeah, it's only on half of it too.
Favorite? I don't know if I can pick one as a favorite, because I didn't like any of them that much.
Yeah.
I like the Boo Batter one has cake batter, cream inside.
Yeah.
I do like that. But honestly, my favorite thing about all of them was on the Scaredy Cat donut, the cat part was a piece of white chocolate.
Yeah.
And that was amazing.
Yeah.
Because I really like white chocolate.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite thing out of all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't really like icing, but
there's so much
some of those
icing.
were they weren't too bad. The icing really wasn't the part that bothered me. I mean, it did because it was a big supply of sugar, but it wasn't gross I usually deal with icing.
Now
that was pretty good.
The ghost one has green icing and green sugar crystals on there. I like the sugar crystals, but gosh, there's so much sugar in these.
That's a lot, man.
I feel like I'm dying.
Yeah, we're gonna be ghosts here in a second.
Yeah.
So
So if anybody asks how I died, it was Krispy Screams.
And if anybody wants a ghost kiss, let us know.
Let me know. I can accommodate.
Can we keep you? Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe the spider one was my favorite. I don't know. Favorite's a strong word.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not going to be rating these high.
I didn't really like any of them that much.
Yeah.
I think I don't want another donut for a long time.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess I'm going to take these home.
Yeah.
Maybe I can take them to work. I don't know. But nobody gets anything over it. Anyway, maybe I can space them out.
Maybe.
But anyway, what are you going to rate them? I guess we can rate them as a whole. I don't want to go.
Yeah, let's rate them as a whole.
They're all just pretty much the same in my head.
Yeah.
Except the orange one.
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what to even rate them.
I'm going 3. I
was thinking 4.
If it's making me like sick, I don't want it.
I was thinking 4.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely below 5.
Yeah. It doesn't help that we had a bunch in a morning, you know?
Yeah, if I had spread them out a little bit more, I probably would have liked them better.
Yeah.
But I was trying to try all of them before we did the podcast.
Yeah.
And that was a mistake.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say a 4. Because they've had special edition donuts and stuff that I feel like I've liked better than these.
Oh yeah. They didn't make me sick.
Yeah. So even like the churro ones that we had last time, the churro ones, those were okay.
Yeah.
I think they were better than these.
Even though we didn't get all of them.
Even though we didn't get to try all of them
Yeah.
because they gave us 2 of the same one, but whatever.
Yeah. All right. There you go, Krispy Kreme. There's your endorsement. Sponsor us.
Hey,
Anyway.
I mean, at least we did say, hey, if you want to try them, go ahead.
Original glaze, still my favorite, so that's why I don't bother with this other stuff. All right. What's your favorite Krispy Kreme donut? How crazy is Casper?
Yeah, do you...
It's crazy, right?
Do you remember it being that weird? Because I don't remember it being that weird, but it's weird.
What's your theory on the uncles? Let us know on Twitter at HavingFunCasts or on Facebook at HavingFunPod.
Or send us an email at havingfunpod@gmail.com.
Go have fun, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Oh no, she's a ghost. Bye.